Good morning. I am Cindy Siwe. Welcome back to Tall Order. Last time we spoke about standards and boundaries, about the importance of knowing how far you're willing to go and what you're willing to accept. There's a lesson that healing keeps repeating to me, one of the most difficult ones to accept. Sometimes people cannot meet you at your need. Not because you are asking too much, not because you are too emotional, not because you are difficult to love, but because they only have what they have. And for a long time, I didn't understand that. I kept interpreting absence as rejection, silence as punishment, distance as a reflection of my worth. So I would adjust myself. I would shrink my needs, translate my pain into something easier to carry, just to keep the connection alive. But healing has a way of interrupting that pattern. It starts to ask you uncomfortable questions like, what if they didn't fail you? What if they simply didn't have the capacity to hold what you needed? The question changes everything, because suddenly the story is no longer only about you. It becomes about capacity, about history, about what was never given to them either. And that doesn't excuse hurt, but it reframes it. One of the hardest parts of growth is this: letting people be who they are, without turning it into a verdict about who you are. Because not everyone who cannot meet you at your need is rejecting you. Some are just repeating what they know. Some are surviving in the only way they learned how. Some are loving you in the only language they have. And once you see that clearly, you stop negotiating your worth in rooms that were never equipped to hold it. You start choosing differently, speaking differently, and loving differently. Not from bitterness, but from understanding. And maybe that's what healing really is. It's not becoming harder, but becoming clear. Clear about what you need. Clear about what you will no longer distort yourself to receive. Clear about where love is real and where it is simply limited. Because people can only give you what they have, and you deserve what is whole. So ask yourself, who are you still waiting to meet you at your need, when they may have never had the capacity to do so? And what would change if you stopped waiting to be met and started meeting yourself instead? Take a moment with that. And in closing, I'll see you in episode 3. You are seen, you are loved, and you are allowed to become. You are allowed to become gently.